Ladies and gentlemen, I could not begin to describe the amount of joy that was in my heart this morning. And it wasn't just because I woke up with breath in my lungs, water or coffee, maybe both, in my mug, and a roof over my head. No, see, it was more than that this morning. When my little phone box here went off this morning, and I saw a notification. And that notification was from the Nintendo Music app. Now, what was on the Nintendo Music app this morning, you might ask? Well, I will gladly show you. When I saw that, I was like, okay, maybe we're gonna get some information on FireRed and LeafGreen dropping on Pokemon Day, right? No, it gets better. I scroll down, and not even a split second goes by. Joe Sirabi, Pokemon FireRed and Pokemon LeafGreen are coming out and are available for pre-order and will be released on Pokemon Day. That's February 27th, 2026. So all that being said, I just want to give you guys a super quick rundown on all the information that you need to know about FireRed and LeafGreen coming out to Switch and Switch 2. So let's get right into the details, and hopefully you learn something that you haven't heard anywhere else. So if you didn't know already, these games originally came out in 2004 for the Nintendo Game Boy Advance. These versions are going to be the exact same games that came out on Game Boy Advance. So what that means is there's no new content. It's going to be exactly identical to the games that were originally released, and there's only going to be a few minor tweaks. So as of recording this right now, they're available for $19.99. They're available for pre-order, and the release date, as I mentioned earlier, is going to be Pokemon Day, which is February 27th of 2026 here. The Pokemon Company stated that these are not going to have a physical release, meaning you can only download it off of the Nintendo shop. And it is also not going to be a part of the Nintendo Switch Online subscription, which is where if you pay for the Ultimate Premium subscription, you have access to all of these retro games. These are going to be completely separate. You have to purchase them from the Nintendo shop, and you can just download them right to your Switch. So Nintendo put out an FAQ page with a lot of the questions that are going to be commonly asked. It's in a lot of stuff like, is Nintendo Online membership required? No, it's not. Can you use Nintendo Online services like to trade or battle? No, you cannot. It's going to be just like the GBA, the Game Boy Advance. You have to be in the same room with with your friends in order to trade or battle, for that matter. Are these going to be coming to the Nintendo Classics collection? No, they're not. They're only going to be standalone releases, as they say here. And this is a good one. Why are you handling these classic games differently? In celebration of 30 years of Pokemon, we thought it would be fun to return to the ultimate versions of the original Pokemon Adventures in the Kanto region with these special releases. So basically, for the 30th anniversary, they're just launching the Ultimate Edition of Going to Kanto, which is the original Pokemon region, if you didn't know. All right, and the two juiciest ones are, where can I purchase these games? Will there be a physical version? They say no, there's not going to be a physical version released. It's only going to be available on the Nintendo eShop. It's available for pre-purchase now. And the last one is going to be, will the games receive any enhancements when played on Nintendo Switch 2? No, there's not going to be any enhancements. Nothing, no major differences. It's going to be the exact same game as I mentioned earlier. However, you're going to be able to dock it in your Switch dock, and you'll be able to play it on your TV, which is going to be really cool to see that on like 4K TVs, high resolution. I'm super excited about that personally, be able to just sit down on my couch and play these things, because I personally have never gotten my hands on a physical copy of either of these games. I've been waiting to find a really good cartridge either at one of my local game stores or on eBay, but I couldn't justify spending the price right now, so I've been holding off. So this announcement is phenomenal. I could not be more excited. And lastly, I just wanted to talk about some community drama. I laugh because it's kind of outrageous, I think, in my opinion. But everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Don't think I'm making fun of you by any means. I just really think it's funny that people are complaining about this not releasing. Neither of these games are releasing on the Nintendo Switch Online, and a lot of people seem to have issues with it. I think that the amount of content that you get for $20, and it's a standalone title, it's not tied to the subscription, so if you ever decide to stop paying for the subscription and you only want to play your specific games offline, you can have access to these titles as long as you purchase it once for the Nintendo shop. The crazy thing is, everybody was completely upset They had a problem with paying a bunch of money to access all of these titles. It's all locked behind the paywall of the subscription, meaning as soon as you stop paying for the subscription, all of those games and your access to them are gone. So with that all being said, in my opinion, I think it's better off this way. I'm super glad that these games are getting a separate release, that we're going to be able to play them on our Switches, on our couches, when we're on the go. It's going to be awesome. I'm so looking forward to it. The Pokemon 30th anniversary is going to be so special. I've been a huge Pokemon fan since I was, gosh, maybe 5 years old. So this is going to be a huge deal for me. I hope it's a huge deal for you guys. All right, guys, with all that out of the way, tell me in the comments down below which version that you guys are going to be going for. And if you don't know yet, check out this video right here where I'm going to be helping you decide which version you should pick. My name is Caleb Versus. I'm going to be posting Nintendo and Pokemon content. I look forward to seeing you guys back here again. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to put a smile on that beautiful face of yours, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.